The registration bill arrives and you call it unexpected, even though it arrived exactly the same time last year. Have you ever noticed how certain bills seem to come along as a surprise every single year? The car registration arrives, the insurance gets drawn out, the school fees are there, and an annual subscription that you really need for your business. So you open the account, you move money around, you delay something else, and perhaps take some money from your savings. And somehow your first thought is, where did that come from? And then the whole month suddenly feels disrupted and everybody thinks it's about that bill. They call it unexpected, bad timing, one more thing that life has thrown at them. But often the expense was not unexpected, it was just unacknowledged. It existed, it had a pattern, it had a due date, but it was never fully put into the financial structure. Inside Money River Mastery, we call this moving from a financial cloud into specific clarity. Because when an expense remains vague, your subconscious treats it like an uncertainty. And uncertainty can feel like threat. So even though part of you knows that registration comes out every year, there's another part of you that treats it like uncertainty and something is happening to you. And that's where your sovereignty gets lost because the bill has the power. Because the absence of clarity leaves you reactive to it. So that's why we begin with a full data dive. Sounds a little complicated, maybe even a little overwhelming, but it's actually really clarifying and really empowering. It's certainly not to criticize nor to judge every decision you've ever made. It just helps you to identify all the things that we keep calling surprises and unexpected expenses that we already knew were there. We give them a special place to live and we always know where we're up to with them without having to monitor it day in, day out. You allow the structure to do the heavy lifting, and this is the law of limitation in place, taking care of you and your money expansive. So this becomes the law of limitation coming into practice to look after you and your money. And this isn't limitation as in restriction. This is actually a law that helps you to handle what you've got and means that you actually invoke more in your life. Because just getting more money without tending to it properly is not freedom. It usually just creates a larger version of the same confusion. The true north distinction is simple. The number is a fact, the due date is a fact, and neither of them require any of your emotional energy. They just require acknowledgement and direction. You just know that there's an expense that's due at a certain time, a certain amount, and where to allocate the money from. So there's no drama, no ambush, and no giving your power to the email or the bill or the due date on the calendar. Just the clean truth inside a structure that takes care of the bigger picture. And you'll notice something changes when you do this. The bill, the amount may stay the same or even go up a little bit, but the way you respond to it, the experience you have is completely different. It arrives and it's no longer an emergency, it's just another thing that has turned up as expected. So the next time you call a bill unexpected, just pause and ask, was this truly unpredictable? Or have I been keeping a known expense in the fog because I didn't want to look at it cleanly? Because clarity doesn't make the bill more real, it makes your power more available. Comment Thermostat and we'll send you the Financial Thermostat Assessment. It will help you identify where avoidance, uncertainty, or old money patterns may still be shaping your financial experience.